Okay, dear students, now we are back to our new session of geography. Last time we have learned about population. We were on lesson. We were in the lesson population. In that lesson, we have learned size of population for the subtopic overpopulation and underpopulation. And today, then next session, we have learned distribution of population. Now we are going to learn what it is a density of population. Density of a population. So let us go to page number 14. Page number 14. Let me see page number 14. Page number 14. What we are going to learn, that is a density of a population. Yes, here. Density of population means it is the number of people in a per unit area of the land. Density of population is the number of people per unit area of the land. That is known as a density of population. It is usually expressed as the number of persons in every square kilometer of the land. How can we find out that the density that we are considering this one? It is expressed the number of persons or people in every square kilometer of that particular country or a particular land. The population density of the world, how much it is? What about the population density of the world? That is 50 persons per square kilometer. If we are distributing all the people of the world, those who are living in the world, all the people in the world equally or uniformly distributed all over the land, then what will happen? Per square kilometer only 50 persons will be there. Okay. The density of population varies from place to place among the continent. Like according to the continent, its density can be changed. Like Australia has the lowest, while Asia has the highest density of population. Same time, Australia has the lowest density of population. Why? What is the reason? Because of climatic change, and there are so many reasons behind it. And even Antarctica has the lowest density of population. Why? Because of climatic. That place is not good for life. Now, the density of population also varies widely within continent too. When we are thinking about a continent, there we already said Asia has the largest density, while which one? Australia is the lowest one. Then large city, coastal areas and river basins are populated widely. Why people likes to live in a large city? Because of amenities, and river basin because of water, and these areas and all densely populated. Same time when we think of a desert area, mountain places, regions forested, so these all the places are sparely populated, very less populated places are these ones. And now let us say a small country have a high density. When we think a small country, sometimes it may have a high density of population. What is the reason? Because their country's land is less, but the population may be little more. When we divide per person into a square kilometer, then what will happen? Its number may be more. That is not because of persons are more. Why? Because scarcity of land. Okay. Because all its people are packed into a small area, that is why. Hence some of the smaller countries like Monaco, Singapore, Bahrain and the Vatican City, these are the example for such kinds of category countries. Have the highest population, this already we said. Some countries with large populations also have high population density. Some of the countries, though they have land and at the same time they have more population, such kinds of countries are there. They have a more density, like India. India is the best example for that. Taiwan, South Korea are the examples. And among permanently inhabited territories, in the island of Greenland, a territory of Denmark has the lowest population density. And now changes in population size. An official counting of population is known as a census. Sometimes once in a year, or sometimes within a 3 year, and or a 5 once in a 5 year, we are taking census. Our government is asking to take asking to register our name and number of the members in a family, for what? To know how many people are living in their country or in our country. This process is known as a census. It is done periodically to the changes in population size. At present, the human population on the earth is more than 7.5 billion. And the population has grown to this size over a long period of time. The population has grown to this size over a long period of time. Changes in the sizes of population depend mainly in the birth rate. Changes, what changes depend mainly on the birth rate and death rate. We can consider, or we can calculate the improvement or increase and decrease of population by knowing the birth rate and death rate of a country. If in that country birth rate is increasing, then what will happen? The population may increase fastly, and when death rate increases, then population may decrease. Okay. And nowadays, because of our scientific growth or health department's growth, then what will happen? Our death rate have considerably low, and so that is why our population rate is increasing. This difference between these two rates gives us natural increase, which is the main factor responsible for population growth. That already I have said to you this one. And now let us see next slide. And comes another one, that is a migration. Migration means a movement to other places. Okay. Some people may go to another state, or some people may go to another place to live. Why? Because of better opportunity for job or better facility for life. These all the reasons may be behind it, and this migration may cause the increase and decrease of a population rate. Then immigrants What do you mean by immigrant? Inward migrants. Immigrants means inward migrants. Immigrants means outward migrants. Okay, inward migrant and outward migrant. These both can be affected the growth of a population. If inward migrants is increasing, then what will happen? The population will increase, density will increase, and emigrants that immigrant going outward migrants that increases, then population decreases, population density will decrease. The people will go outside, that means that particular part is being getting empty, and generally people migrate to places where they can get more food and resources already, and a better opportunity of employment, education and health care. This already I said to you. Hence there is a migration from less developed countries such as Sudan and Bangladesh to more countries, more developed countries such as